don't want to miss this opportunity. So, yes, these three American heroes, James Lindsay, Helen Pluckrose, and Peter Boghossian. So they were academics and they saw what was going on in grievance studies. And they just said, we need to shine a light on the world. Doesn't matter what kind of trouble we get. And so let me read some of this to you. I'm reading off of the New York Times here. Okay. So one paper published in a journal called Sex Roles said that the author had conducted a 2-year study involving thematic analysis of table dialogue to uncover the mystery of why heterosexual men like to eat at Hooters. Another, from a journal of feminist geography, parsed human reactions to rape culture and queer performativity at dog parks in Portland, Oregon. And the dog parks one was one of the best. Before I keep reading the dog parks one. So basically what they did, they wrote a paper and they claimed to have watched the interaction between male and female dogs in a dog park in Portland for 10,000 hours over the course of a year, which is like an insane amount of time. It's like many hours every day. And they claim to watch all these interactions and then inspect the genitals of like 10,000 and something dogs after their interaction. And what they found is that, just paraphrasing, what they found is that if the dog had a gay owner, then he would be okay with its dog performing however he wanted at the dog park, like raping or humping guy dogs and girl dogs. But if there was a heterosexual, dog owner, that he would be not okay with that. That a male heterosexual dog owner would try to shut down. He'd be like, "Oh, don't hump that male dog." So they found this. This is like the ultimate finding of their study, and they write a paper about it called, it's called. Let me read it to you. Human reactions to rape culture and queer performativity at dog parks. And it was basically saying, like, if we weren't so homophobic, then we'd let our dogs do what they want to do, which is dogs want to be gay. We're trying to shut down like dog, performance. Anyway, and so this paper, not only was this paper peer reviewed, this paper was accepted, and then it was given an award for outstanding scholarship by the university. Another paper, a third paper, I'll keep reading here. While a third paper published in a journal of feminism, feminist social work, entitled "Our Struggle is My Struggle," simply scattered some up-to-date jargon into passages lifted from Hitler's Mein Kampf. So they took direct quotes from Mein Kampf, and they basically said, instead of saying like the Jews are terrible in this way and that way, they just put in like men are terrible in this way and that way. And they basically just took words from Mein Kampf and made it sound feminist. Gosh. Yeah, and that one was accepted.
Way.
That's another one that was accepted. Anyway, so they just kept doing this for months, like 9 months or something like that. And then it came out, that it had been a hoax. And obviously many people just felt betrayed, and they felt pretty bad for like betraying a lot of their friends, but they just felt like it needed to happen to show how ridiculous the grievance studies department of universities has become.
Wow. They were right. That did need to happen. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I mean, in one sense, on one hand, I can't believe that. On the other hand, that just makes total sense that it happened exactly the way it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad though. Oh, man.
Yeah, so
that's
then
kind of
some of those journals, had to retract the articles, but it's kind of like, the cat's out of the bag. You literally published all this stuff.
Dang,
but
man.
The thing that happened in the midst of it is, in all of this studying and trying to understand what people believe, James Lindsay actually developed a really solid understanding of critical theory. So I just watched some YouTube videos of him talking about it. He's been in good interviews with random, podcasters, YouTubers. And then he was in, a really good interview with Joe Rogan, I don't know, a month ago or so. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot for you and I to learn about the actual theory of critical theory and kind of like the religious doctrine of it.
For sure.
But just kind of pinning that as a main kind of worldview in opposition to the regular Western traditional worldview is a huge step in the right direction.